Thank you so much for sharing your evening with me. I am JB Bryan, the President and Chief Investment Officer of JB Bryan Financial Group, the home of AfroEconomics, and this is our Wednesday night session. And this is the first time this year that that's why I'm like knocking things over. Because this is the first time this year I actually have people who are willing to actually share their face with us. We have a lot of participants, and I want this more and more and more, especially during these special times. We just need each other. We need to see each other. Like if we can't touch each other, then we can definitely use that dynamic, right? Of just being able to share this time. We need to meet new people. And then, look, you said on the bottom left, you may be able to open your camera or unmute. I need to unmute you, girlfriend. And Nitzia, there you go. Say something to me. Say your name correctly for me. Turn your speaker up because you're unmuted, but it's like your volume is down. Say it. That's right. Okay, it still won't talk to me. No. You're unmuted. I can stop video, I can mute you because you are unmuted. I should have like tested you. See, now it will forever be in the AfroEconomics book as you are muted. So Chris, we're depending on you to pull us through. And Initia, is that right? Initia is close, you know. Oh, say it. Can y'all hear her? Say something. Initia. No, we hear, but that's probably Chris that I'm hearing. Yeah.
No, I'm quiet.
But I think I can hear your background. I heard somebody's background. Yeah. Oh. I think it is. But Anitia, so you have to type. So here we go. Because, or you can just like keep talking and keep hitting your volume and keep trying until it comes through. Because you speak very well, so I can read your lips too. Yes, indeed. You do what they call like open your mouth when you speak, right? Good job, good job. So let me show y'all, we are talking tonight, our discussion is about the AfroEconomics, the recent headlines about our community and COVID-19. I also want to look at the stock market. I want to talk about interest rates. I want to talk about real estate. I want to talk about gold, and I want to talk about cryptocurrency, and I want to talk about you, and I want you to talk back to me. So raise your hand. You're in here actively in this session. If you have something that you want to say, I don't want to just read it. I don't want to put like all of this pressure on Chris. So, Anitia, you get your mic right. And then we're gonna also, all right, I'm going in. So I wanna show you, I wanna share the screen with you on this particular article, and then I want your feedback, because yesterday I literally could not sleep after I read this, like, and I saw this, and I went into the office yesterday, and I saw this older white male friend of mine, and we both went to University of Virginia. We always talk all the time, and all of a sudden, like, I came in where I was going into like our general area where everybody comes through, and like my office is over on one end and his office is over there, and we all like share a reception area. This is in the Virginia location, but this is like, hey, what's going on? Like this, like for years, what's going on? And all of a sudden, he didn't have like anything to say to me. I was like, hi, didn't even say hi. It was like, it got all over like, and I know that we have the social distancing, but that was like extreme, like something from Roots or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then I'm like, what's wrong? And then I was speaking with this lady that has a podcast show that I'm gonna do a little bit later this month. And she was asking me, had you heard this new information about why Black Americans are at higher risk for coronavirus? And I was like, no, I mean, like, what was? She's like, yeah, it's just all over the news today and this, that. So then I like Google it, and then this article pops up from CNN, and it says why Black Americans are at higher risk for coronavirus. Now that is not a question mark. There's no question mark there. Correct, Chris? There's no question mark there. He's made a statement, correct? This says why Black Americans are at higher risk for coronavirus. That includes me. That includes Chris. That includes everybody that's checked in on this. You know, so I go like, I mean, how can they say that? Like, that is like a huge headline. How can you say why Black Americans are at higher risk for coronavirus? Not why as a question, but why, and I'm gonna tell you why, because she's speaking. And it says, Black Americans have more existing medical issues, less access to healthcare, and are more likely to work in unstable jobs. All factors that have made the coronavirus pandemic disproportionately hurt Blacks more. How do you feel about that, Chris?
But it's sad. I mean, a lot of us do suffer from
Pre-existing
poor eating habits with diabetes, and like you said, pre-existing stuff, that underlying health issues that it doesn't help none with this virus that's out here.
But I'm gonna tell you, Chris, you don't have to worry about it because it's not true. So then you go down the article and it says Surgeon General Dr. Jerome Adams. So they got this brother that's Surgeon General. He said during an interview on CBS this morning on Tuesday that while everyone is susceptible to COVID-19, Black Americans are at higher risk. So then they said, oh man, the Surgeon General, like he definitely said that. Now, Chris, when you're doing something like this, isn't it important to have facts to back you up?
Definitely, yes.
Isn't it a fact? So the fact is to back up that we're at higher risk, or that Black people get coronavirus. Basically, this is the way everybody interprets this. Black Americans are at higher risk for coronavirus. They do not have any evidence of that. This, it says, that racial disparity has been evident in early data on corona deaths. Deaths. When you were saying what you said, you weren't thinking about us dying. You were thinking about us getting it, correct?
Yeah.
And everybody is trying to avoid getting it. But this headline blatantly does not say at higher risk for death.
Mm-hmm.
It says at higher risk for it. So this just means when they're saying that in Louisiana, Illinois, Michigan, and New Jersey, more Black people are dying from it. That's what they're saying in the proportion of people that died from it. But Chris, what? The majority of people don't die from it. The overwhelming majority of people do not die from it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like
right.
I think it's like 1% or less than 1%. Let's just say I'm wrong and say it's 2%. But the majority of people that get it don't die from it. So
that's right.
Which is a valid headline. More people Black people are dying from it. And an even greater point would be to say that we're getting it and we're not as many of us getting it as anyone else, but we're dying from it. That's a headline. And that's a problem. And that could mean that we're not getting proper health care in a system that says that they have affordable health care. He admits that we have less access to health care. Why? And then they go on to say the federal government has not tracked coronavirus by demographic groups. So why are you going to tell a brother that he's more likely to die when you haven't even kept up with, well, no, more likely to get it, when you haven't even kept up with it. And the people that have kept up with it, all they can tell you is about who died, not who survived, you know what I'm saying? Or out, they're not telling you that. So they overwhelmingly snatched that whole thought that we had as a people that we were dealing with this well. They snatched that right from us. And what you did was make this man that used to like me be afraid of me because he thinks, wow, she's got a higher chance of getting coronavirus. And that's not what it said, because by the grace of God, I don't have any pre-existing conditions other than I've been a victim repeatedly of racism. And that is an existing condition that they are putting back into my life now even more aggressively by saying this. This is disgusting. You know, if we're dying from it, that is a problem. But to say that it is, oh, we have a higher risk for it, that's not what, you don't have any evidence to back that up. You know, that is crazy. And then someone else said they were very angry when they saw the headline too. I mean, this is sad. This is sad. So just to say, I don't know what happened, Chris, but thank you for hanging out with me, because your girl is gone. Look, there she go. Where would you over in my corner? Hey, say so. Hey, I see you now. I see you. That's right. I bet you have a nice voice. That's right. You know what? Your last name is Muhammad, isn't it? I remember you shared the information on the event. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, sis. Assalamu alaikum. That's right. That's right. So someone, Tawila, and I'm probably saying her name wrong, lost a relative, 48 years old, was sent home twice, went to the ER with chest pains, given a prescription for muscle relaxants, no tests were ran, no underlying health issues. Her husband took her back 3 times within 3 days. They kept her. She went, look, this is Black. This is why we die from it. This is why we die from it. And they don't want to admit it. This is why we die from it, because of inadequate health care, even though they had the insurance. And they're gonna, was placed on a ventilator after collapsing. Finally tested for COVID, went into a coma within 24 hours, died within the week, 32 years old. My God. That's straight negligence, and they're gonna blame it on COVID. And then if we allow this to continue, they're gonna blame it on the fact of being white, of being Black. You know, we got to shut this down. The brother said that the government is keeping no demographic. If this truly was a Black virus, you know that they would have demographics. They would have demographics to back it up. They have demographics on us, the death. You know, Chris is upside down. He's not to me though. You saw that? When he's upside down, I can see him straight. I hope that he's like, how you doing, Cynthia? I'm gonna try to get Miss Crockett up. Let's see, because I know Miss Crockett, she always ready. I'm gonna see the indeed. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to get some more of y'all to come on up. Look, I'm gonna try for you. I want Miss Pollard in DC. I know Miss Pollard, and I know your camera works. Let's see, we get her up. I need some y'all. Look, y'all are doing it. Miss Davis, I'm coming at you. Let's see. So we gotta go. But I just want us to not be so quick to accept what we see, because when I saw that headline, I immediately was like, I've got to read farther into this. You know, I was like, let me look into the facts behind this. Let me see what's going on. And then when I saw that they don't have any demographics to back up that we're more likely to get it, we're just more likely to die from it, then that could mean that when we walk in the hospital, they could have some sort of government mandate to put them in the side. Do what happened to this lady. Or what kind of insurance they got. Well, shoot, we don't need to worry about that anyway. We don't need any more of those. I mean, it could be that horrible. I mean, you know, of course, you know, we don't want to think that, but I'm just saying that this is sad. This is sad. So let's make sure that we are more conscious about what we accept, and we're going to continue to look through. I don't know why I'm speechless. I see you. Oh, we have 11. We now have 11 non-video participants. I didn't see it to that. I just need one of you all to give me the video. Miss Paula, did I not tell you Miss Paula was coming through for me? Did I not? Greasy in the house. Yes. My girl. Come on through. Yes. I'm so glad. Thank you, Carl Nelson, for letting me meet Miss Paula. Yeah, she is doing it. Grown woman. Know that technology. I love you. So let's look at this. I want to show y'all something else. We're gonna I get real fired up. I don't know if any Miss Pollard, before I go, did you want to say something about what I feel is misleading on that we're more likely to get it? We're just actually, and they don't even have the evidence to back it up, but maybe we are more likely to die from it.
Yes, can you hear me?
Give me some video, Twyla. Yes.
I'm trying.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. I can hear you, sweetie.
Yeah, I had a challenge with it when it was first reported, and they are not backing down from it. It was on this evening's news again.
Oh my God.
If you are not looking at it with a critical eye, then, well, if you are, then you can see then you can see the holes in the data.
Amen. Amen. But if you just accept it, I talked to several people today, and they had never thought about what was being pushed on them. And I said, but that's not true. They don't have any info to back that up, that we're more likely to get it.
Right. And they even talked about the different major cities where African Americans live, and they didn't have any numbers. You know, and my question was just like yours, where are they getting these numbers and who's recording them, and it's compared to what other demographic? None.
So true. So true. I mean, that's a good point. Like, why are we talking about that when, if that were true, then you'd be talking about DC, you'd be talking about Bronx, you'd be talking, you know what I mean? You'd be talking about the inner city. That's a good point. Oh my goodness. You are so right. You are so right. So let's continue to take care of ourselves. And that's why a key component of AfroEconomics is our health. And I mean, even at the fest, we are more health conscious than I've ever seen us be. So I don't think that we should be very quick to think that we have more pre-existing conditions than other demographic groups. You know, we have them. I think that we're exposed to a lot more stress. I know for a fact from my own experiences with doctors that we're not taken care as well. And I know that the reason I'm still here is because I had to take my own health in my own hands. And I think that too often we don't take care of ourselves. We go in, they tell you to take some crappy medicine, you get on it, you stay on it 3 years, you get on another med, you stay on another one, you know, and I'm a grown woman, thank God, and both are, you know what I mean? And I have many family members that were taking a lot of meds by my age. Yeah. But the only difference, because I know that I'm under a lot more stress than the average person, it has to be on making a decision that I have to do this myself. If I had allowed myself to get into that system of doing their meds, doing what they say, doing what they did, you know, but we would have this. And we have to be very careful of just accepting what is said. Larry said, do you remember they mentioned that this week and next, we will see a surge in death? Were they talking about us? All of a sudden, African Americans are dying. That's so sad. And Ms. Davis, a nurse, said, we have to get more involved in our own health. We really do. We do. And that's why I'm gonna keep hitting it. Every year, we're gonna have our Black health, Black wealth. We're gonna continue, because what is real wealth? Our health. That's it. Because if you can't make money, you can't keep money and you can't grow money. You ain't gonna have no time. It's gonna be over. A lot of our wealth is lost because of premature deaths, really. No, you live long enough, even no matter how broke, you can actually eventually, you know what I mean, end up with some money. Because you just need time. We need time on our side. Like I was teaching kids the other day, we need time for it to compound. Compound.
Yes.
Then let's go into, I want to look at, okay. Let me just keep on moving, don't stop, because our time is moving. So then I wanted to show that, and I also wanted to talk about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, what y'all think? You know, I get calls about that all the time, and for some reason, I don't understand like why we feel like because the stock market is doing bad, that means that cryptocurrency is a great place for you to pull your money. And now we have all of these, because what we need to remember is that one thing, the major holder of cryptocurrency, one of the major ones is what? Guess who it is, Chris? That holds a lot of cryptocurrency. The government, the United States government. And the United States government holds so much that they had to get an act of Congress, because what happened was there were so many people, criminals, who were breaking the law, who were getting paid in cryptocurrency. So all of a sudden, the government, when they would come in and siege stuff, they would find, you know, evidence of cryptocurrency ownership, like they would take cars and cocaine and whatever they have, they take that. So the government has all of this crypto, Bitcoin, and all these different forms of cryptocurrency, and they own it. And it was way up. And they went to Congress and they said, can we sell this now so we can get our money? And then Congress said, yes, you can sell it at this price. And then all of a sudden it went down dramatically, like about 2 years ago. So they still are holding. You Google, is the government a major shareholder of cryptocurrency? You know what I'm saying? And they'll tell you, like, it is that. And what we have to be careful about is that it is one of the most aggressive things that you could do with your money. So I get like normal average people who wouldn't even invest in something on the stock market that is regulated. Crypto has a ways to go before it is seriously regulated. That's why you wouldn't see somebody like me that's licensed, that has a sense of responsibility to my clients, to even consider coming up here, encouraging anybody who really wants to have logical wealth, you know, to consider that, you know, and I'm not going to put you in it. I always tell people that before you should go into something like cryptocurrency, why don't you go into your own fictitious idea? Because it's not even real. You know what I'm saying? You can start your own business. You can do, you know what I'm saying? I really think, Nitsia, like sometimes you talk and I hear a little bit of something. I feel like it's the volume or something is down. But definitely I think that we need to be more thoughtful about where we think we should be putting money in these times of markets. And then you have gold. How about all of the calls now that you get about gold? Why would you go and sign up with some rep to get some piece of paper to tell you that you own some gold bars somewhere? Why wouldn't you just go to the jewelry store and buy gold? I mean, there are people that are signing people up. You know, so I mean, not the fact that you buy, but you know what? It goes right along with the whole cryptocurrency. What the hell are you buying? What is it? And then you go and you buy these pieces of paper. I mean, oh my goodness gracious. The word says a fool and his money shall soon part. I have been in this business so long. When I remember people, and I know Ms. Pollard would know, that people used to go to their desk and trade fictitious stocks and companies that were made up all day. They call them day traders. People were quitting their teaching jobs and becoming day traders, just trading stuff. I said, well, what's the history? What's the so-and-so? Like, what is the company you're buying? Oh, it's XYZ, and it's 10 cents a share. And, you know, what do? They don't do nothing. They just there. And it went up 10 cents. And they're just buying and buying and buying. That's foolish.
Yeah.
And maybe it does work. And maybe somebody's on TV, like 50 Cent, lying about how much money they made, and he got fined for it. And they putting them out there in front of us. Like, I saw another rapper talking about some real estate partnership in front of some building in New York, you know, that they were going to build, and they taking all these people's money, you know what I'm saying? And then you see someone like me, I want to set you up for free membership just to sit in and talk about valid stuff. I'm regulated by the government and can't even say anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you go out there and you just search out for ways to get robbed. I mean, just search. We literally put in effort. You can't even, you got people out there selling stuff that have like a record. They one step out of jail, and they came to you, and now they're selling you something on being rich, and they don't even have a car. They're on the bus.
Good point.
Come on, y'all. They don't have no business. They don't have no office. They don't have no, you know what I'm saying? They sitting there telling you. And they going live from some hotel room. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing outside an empty building. I want something with historical performance. You need to do a credit report on something before you invest in it. We need to check it out. It hurts me so bad. That is the only reason I got into business, because I kept being robbed by guys talking about they want to take me to lunch. All I want is a mutual fund. Good God. No, let's go to lunch. Let's sit down, you know, thinking they're impressing me. You know what I mean? I just want to take care of business. And so many women get exploited because the guy's giving you a little bit of attention, and then you done giving your whole life savings to somebody because he told you look good in that dress. Sad. Yeah. And then I say, well, what'd you get? I don't know. Well, where's this statement? I don't know. Well, when are you going to get the money? I don't know. When are they going to pay you back? Don't know anything about liquidity. Nothing. Liquidity is the key. Anything you buy, when can I get my money back? And then some people like want to have guarantees or something. I'll show them an annuity. And the annuity will say, well, if you want to take it right back out, we're going to charge you 15% because we gave you this bonus money, and we're going to charge you. And that same person will say that's too much. But they'll go over there and take that money and put it in something that you don't even know when you'll ever get it back, ever. And all they're saying is, I want you to wait. Like some people say, wait 1 year, and then you can get that 1 year. And what? Oh, and we're regulated by the state, and it's guaranteed, and it's so-and-so. But no, won't do that when it's all in writing. But we'll go over there and put it into something you don't know what it is. Gold fictitious. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. If you want to buy gold, you can buy gold on the stock market through someone licensed like me. You can have exchange traded funds. You can buy gold with a necklace and sell it the next day. You can get it in a stock and sell it in the same day. Buy it and trade it. You don't have to keep getting robbed. You know, and it's only a part. If you want it, it should only be a part of your existence. Like the whole argument was, when the stock market goes down, gold is gonna take off. Didn't happen. You know, so, and then it didn't happen. It's just something to be there. Oh, well, gold is what real currency is. That's what real money is. That's what you see Mr. Benta like, well, it's money. Sending that out to all my people up in here. We have gold back crypto. Look at the stuff he's putting in here. The brother should be ashamed of himself. Blockchain is the future. Learn all you can. Of course, brother, but you got big companies, major companies like IBM doing blockchain all day long. Why would I go through some crap I don't know anything about? all you're doing is helping me out to prove to them this bullshit. 1971, the currency of the United States of America has not been connected. They just gave you a little bit of info, Mr. Benta, just so that you can sit out there and rob your own people. Money hasn't been connected to gold since 1971. Thank you for putting it up there. I was just about to say it. So stop telling people that money's not real, because they moved that away from gold a long time ago. But gold is real, and it's something that people like, and that's all it is. People just like it. But has it outperformed the stock market historically? No. Too bad. And you can get it without having to go through somebody robbing you. It's sad. And you can just get it, and when you don't want it anymore, you can just sell it. So don't believe the hype. Now let's go farther. Wow. When you go down, real estate. Real estate I want to talk about. Easy ways to invest in real estate. Easy ways. What do you think is like one of the easiest ways to invest in real estate? What do you think, Chris? Easiest way. If you wanted to get in real estate, what would you think you'd have to do? Your mic is on.
I guess maybe own a home, rent it out, maybe.
Right? You can't be wrong, because I wanted you to say that. But that is wrong. Actually, the easiest way to invest in real estate is through real estate stocks, real estate investment trusts. They actually have these like partnerships, and some of them are not publicly traded. So you can buy some real estate stuff that will like keep your money for years and only pay you, but they'll pay out a good dividend or something. But the easiest way is to use the stock market. Invest in real estate investment trusts that are traded all the time. And they put these companies together, and they buy a whole bunch of properties, and each of the properties do different things. Some of them like apartments. Some of them like to have commercial properties for like Home Depot or CVS or whatever. You know, we can get information on what's in that real estate investment trust. So when you go buy apartments and you see like a lot of them look the same, it's because a lot of them are owned by real estate investment trusts, and they do the same design, South Side, West End, blah, blah, blah. But you can get a piece of that, and you can sell out without having to get a mortgage, you can include it. And I was showing someone the other day, even when you just use the S&P 500, it's got a lot of real estate in that, the 500 largest companies in the US. So you might want to find out like how much, and it has a great deal of real estate exposure in your S&P 500. So you can actually use just an index fund or index ETF. I put those in my portfolios all the time. And then your combination of how you diversify will impact your performance. But you can have diversification into commodities like gold and silver, and all of these, and you can have that exposure with liquidity, getting your money back quickly and not having to worry about signing some contract and somebody not giving you your money back and not having to sign up to recruit other people. You just want to invest your money and work. That's not what you do. The next thing they're telling you, 200 goes to become a recruiter. I don't want to be a recruiter. I want to invest my money and go back to work. Let JB be the investment advisor. Everybody want to be me. You know what I'm saying? No, everybody ain't supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like this to make a whole bunch of people to make the world go round. But also make sure that you get your advice through someone who is regulated to protect you. My firm is a registered investment advisory firm. Google that. I'm not connected to a product. I'm connected to you. I am legally responsible for your best interests. That's the difference. And then let's close with, I want to just look at the market real quick. I want to just give you an update. And so look at this. I was like, this is a beautiful thing, beautiful thing, y'all. Let's just use the Dow because they talk about it all the time. But we use the Dow and we look over at over this last month. Look at this. Where it started a month ago on my birthday, March 10th. Sorry, I got that ad blocker on it. The websites get mad. Up 800, almost 800 points today. So I was looking at 1 month. Look at this, boom, 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 boom. This is why we should talk all the time. That's why I'm committed to us doing this each week. My birthday, and then we just started falling. Boom, and here we go up. This is April, look at us. You know, if we just use this suggests that what does this suggest is happening? We're on our way back up. Right? How do we know? I can't even assume where we're going because I can't assume. I can't. A lot of what we base everything on when you're giving advice is on historical performance. But there's nothing like this has ever happened in history. So what I challenge us to do is be very careful with your money. Keep your money in your pocket. Stop wasting money. Don't overspend. Don't buy anything that you don't need. Don't go into debt. Even for our business owners, we have to be careful. Those of you who are still working, do you know that there are companies now who are considering not doing their matches into their retirement accounts? Do you know, like, and you know how much they're allowing you to now take money out without penalty from your retirement account that we talked about last week? You can't take advantage of that. We will never recover. If we start spending our money, our wealth gap that I'm committed to closing will never close if we take advantage of what they are doing right now. And one lady said, well, you know, my girlfriend, she's thinking about taking her money out of her 401k and then buying some properties with it.
Uh-oh.
And then what? And then what? So you just paid all that tax, that's taxable income. You pay all that taxable income, you put it into a property that has liquidity of what? So how you get your money back out that property, what you gotta do? You gotta sell it or refinance. And then she take it out, most likely, anybody thinking like that don't even have enough to buy the property straight out. It's really sad, but just having access. I remember we had a scandal in Virginia where someone was going at, it was at Philip Morris, and someone worked in the department where they were allowing everyone to take money out of their retirement. They were signing off. And they were all using the same mortgage company. And this reminds me of the same thing. Like, we have been given the okay. So they have been given the okay, but they were lying. It was a lie. Like, it was like they were taking hardship withdrawals or something. You know, they weren't supposed to be doing that. They sent them to jail for spending their own money. They lost their job. They went to jail. This is now, their families, I'm sure, have still not recovered from that. We cannot afford to be robbed. I lost my brother. He probably hit the phone. We can't afford to do that. There you go. We can't afford to take advantage of just things just because they have it. Just like for small business loans that they have out here for small, they are pushing it on us. Yeah. I get emails all day about take this loan out, take this loan out. Why? I'm not in debt. Why would I take a loan out? There are business owners that are going to mess their business up by taking out that loan. So you take out that loan and you do what? Because they won't even let you work. You can't open your store. You can't do anything. So now, you know, what do? We need to be moving our businesses into technology anyway. We don't need to be restricted by brick and mortar. I can be talking to you all in Hawaii, right? You can wire me money. I can invest. We can do this stuff. That's where we need to be. That's where we need to be. We have to rise. We have to bring ourselves. That's why I'm calling it an ascension. 2020. We have to rise above this experience, stop allowing ourselves to be robbed, investigate everything that comes your way thoroughly. And somebody out here that's listening to this needs to hear it. Investigate, and when it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Don't do it. Back up, back off, and when they start pressing you hard, move away even faster. If this is a good deal, you know, they're not gonna have to press you. If this was right, you ain't the only one that's gonna know about it. You know, when they go, there's a brand new currency coming out. And I'm gonna tell you, the dollar is over. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, over, buddy. You know, and they're like, okay. So then look, so to buy this other dollar, what do I have to have? Guess what you gotta have, Chris? The dollar ain't over until I don't, you gotta have dollars. So I'm supposed to buy something that's trying to prove to me that the dollar is over with dollars? I gotta have dollars to buy it. Until I don't have to have a dollar to buy it, then I'm not gonna believe that the dollar is over. What I have to do is make sure that I improve my wealth every day, that I make a commitment to not being robbed, because it's happening all the time. And anyway, just the fact, just like that article, like to be robbed of just the thought that you're healthy. You know what I'm saying? That we are healthy people. The strength of Black people and everything that we've gone through, and you now trying to convince me that we are weaker when we know that melanin makes us stronger? That's right here. I don't have as much as I would like to have, but this melanin is medicine. My mind is medicine. Avoiding, the day before this came out, this sister had posted on her Facebook that James Baldwin said, to be Black and conscious is to live in rage. And I started to put on there, when she said that, arrogantly, he whom he first angers, he conquers. But I didn't say anything because I was like, it just sounds kind of arrogant. You know what I mean? Like, but it is the word. Like God said, he conquers you when he angers you. So I had to calm down, but God let me have that experience with that article the next day. I was telling you, when I saw it, I couldn't even speak. I was so mad, and I went on Facebook. I'm like, I wasn't even making a point. So I just thank you all for this opportunity to hopefully better articulate my desire for us to have a good understanding of the things that are happening during this period. All of the garbage that's coming at you, from financial stuff to medicine stuff to this, you know, all of this, you know, things. Let's be careful and be empowered. And don't just, you know what, if anything that I say doesn't hit you right, check it out. You can call regulators and check on me. They will tell you how long I've been doing what I'm doing. And by the grace of God, I have not ever had in my entire career a customer complain about me doing anything, taking their money. You know what I'm saying? That's my commitment to empowering you. I would rather you do nothing with me than to ever see you waste your money. But everything that I will ever tell you about is going to require discipline, intellect, delayed gratification in order to appreciate it. Because I ain't gonna never tell you about nothing that's going to be a get rich quick, because it just hasn't happened. The only way that you can get rich quick is to go deep within yourself. That's it. Because we got a whole bunch of generations of being broke. We're our best hope for the next generation to be born rich. What we do right now, this is it. All they got is us. Y'all have a wonderful week. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much, y'all, for hanging out, staying up there. Y'all are just beautiful. Y'all are blessed. Y'all better get ready and be like Miss Pollard and Nitzia. She could have left me, but she didn't. And Chris was holding it down no matter what.
Trying.
We ain't going, y'all, exactly. This is boosting the immune system, your personal strength. I love y'all. Have a wonderful week. Anybody on the panel have anything you want to say? This is your chance to say it to the world. This is national. This is international. What you guys say? You can type it. You want to say anything, Chris?
I was just say, just thank you for your time and your energy. And one quick question. You might have talked about it before and I missed it. I know that interest rates are dropping. I just moved into a house and about 3 years in, and I was just wondering if it's a good time to refinance. That's all.
Good. Thank you so much, because I was going to do the lowdown on interest rates and got distracted. Yes, this interest rates are great. I also had, let me see if I had a graphic on that as well. Oh, yeah. This, it is a time to consider refinancing because there's a lot of, robbery still going on. They don't want to give you the rates that you deserve. So I saw this graphic up here, if y'all can see it, where it just shows how the interest rates have dropped from 2000. Look at that. It's crazy. And then that's your, the gold, let me move. So the green is that Fed funds rate. And then that's really showing you how your interest rate, it depends on like when you purchase, like if you purchased in like 2014, you might be better off than where you are now. Like, so it's not, they are down, but it just depends on what that mortgage company and their perspective on it. Like these aren't mortgage rates, these are the Fed funds rate. But the Fed funds rate is like the core rate. Like when prime interest rate is based on the Fed funds rate. So definitely, like this article I found interesting. I was like, this is crazy. It says, depending on your rate, now may be the time to refinance a fixed mortgage for an adjustable rate. That is bullshit. That is totally wrong. No, adjustable rates do not work for us. You want to be locked in. These are historically low rates. Like, this is a major magazine. And do you know why the majority of Black people that have bad credit right now have bad credit? Because of adjustable rate mortgages. That is crazy. We are talking about some of the lowest interest rates in the world. For new home buyers, don't get an adjustable rate. Just to afford a bigger house. The Fed may rise rates in a year or so. Then why would you tell this person to consider switching to an adjustable rate? If I went down the page, Chris, it's probably sponsored by a mortgage company. So you got to be very careful what you see on this stuff. And you just look down low, and it'll have some bank. You know what I mean? And they had to include something in the article to encourage people to refinance. Because who makes the most off an adjustable rate? The lending institution.
The lender. Yeah.
Yep. There's the lend, because they are protecting themselves, especially if they, like most business loans, that's those SBA loans for businesses, they will only they will not do a fixed rate. They adjust the rate every 90 days. Can you imagine being a business owner and your bill might go up every 90 days? That's crazy. And they don't have any problem adjusting up, but they real slow on bringing it down. Right, Ms. Pollard? I know. Don't be very careful. If consider joining AfroEconomics, because as a full member, like definitely I look at mortgage paperwork all the time. And I used to do mortgages as part of JB Bryan Financial Group. We used to be mortgage brokers. So I'm very familiar with the paperwork, but it's getting harder. It's getting more and more complex. They got it with PMI, out PMI, and lender paid, PMI, all these different, words they put into it now. So we break it down together. But be very careful because they can eat up your equity by doing a refinance. So if you have a good rate, it has to be substantially different. And to get a 2-point difference now is rare. And be careful, like taking short-term debt and refinancing it into a long-term debt.
Mm-hmm.
Like a person will buy a car using their home equity, but a car is a short-term debt. It's not going to keep its value, and hopefully your house will increase in value, but we know what? The car is going down in value.
Yeah.
So you got that expense. So we shouldn't even be, you know, worrying about car payments. We need to be saving up our money and buying an affordable car. And that's it. But all too often, we're using our mortgages for that. Don't take anything at face value. Yes, girlfriend, that's right. And Nitzia said that. Indeed, I have been inundated with sales from A to Z. Think of this for your mental, physical, and spiritual health. I will be joining you, sister, because you hit on so many questions that I had and still have. God bless you. Thank you. It was for you. You know, I don't know. I just had so much to share. But you be empowered. I'm only an email away, jb@jbbryan.com. And join me Friday morning. Our free membership is available, everybody. Friday morning, members only meeting. And then Sunday morning, Ascension 2020. Thank you, Ms. Crockett. Love y'all. Bye-bye now.
No.
Peace. Love.
Peace indeed.